Welcome everybody, good afternoon. Today Mr. Bacon and I are going to be talking about the CAHSEE results from the 2015 school year. Mr. Bacon, go ahead and take it.
Alright guys, thanks for having us. We are going to be talking about how we've been doing the district's work for the last decade or so. What we have for you here is a pretty simplistic graph. We wanted to dumb things down, I guess, to use a layman's term. To give you a little insight into what we did, we disaggregated the aggregate data. We desegregated all of the outliers. We were able to find some interesting information once we divided the tangential information by their cosines.
No, Josh, we actually divided by sine, not cosine.
You're right. We divided by sine, and you get the graph before you.
Everybody's easy to read, right? Right.
We're good?
Okay. Here's some data. First piece of statistic here. Take a look at that. 1% higher from last year. Progress is progress, people. Progress is progress. I'm not going to believe this. Check out SPED. 47% compared to 32% last year. That deserves a round of applause or something. We're going to be seeing a lot of that. A lot of this. A lot of graduation caps, a lot of celebrating. Yeah, a lot of celebrating. Here's some more stats for you. EL pass rates, take a look at that jump. From 30 to 43%. Impressive is an understatement. Here's our kids jumping for joy, super excited.
Raising the roof.
RFED, from 85 to 92%. These jumps just keep getting better and better, don't they?
Huge increase.
And what did the naysayers say, Josh, about us being able to perfect all of our increases with percentages?
When pigs fly.
So how did this happen? I know what your answer is. I already know what you're thinking. My CAHSEE video, right? Probably the most inspirational thing ever in the realm of CAHSEE for preparation this year. Second best thing was the CAHSEE crash course. 2 whole weeks dedicated to prepping these kids to pass the CAHSEE. After all these 2 weeks, it's fresh in their mind, it's fresh in their soul, it's fresh in their being to pass this CAHSEE.
After Mr. Pete Munoz's landmark study into the efficacy of shorts in teaching, the world lit teachers decided to take upon themselves to pilot their own testing of wearing shorts. And for the 2 weeks of the CAHSEE crash course, we all wore shorts while we were teaching, and the numbers speak for themselves. It's not just coincidental data. It's obvious shorts equal better test scores from students.
Couldn't have said it any better myself.
One really big factor for us was we had a lot of new teachers in our World Lit PLC, and most of them were terrified about losing their jobs. So
a lot of threats.
They really whipped their students into shape. We threatened them, they threatened their students. Scores speak for themselves once again.
Figurative whipping.
And on a more serious note, the CAHSEE was a focus throughout the year. From day one, we were hammering into everybody that you need to pass the CAHSEE to graduate. Pass it the first time helps you, helps the school district. Everybody wins. One of our happy CAHSEE passers right there.
Mm-hmm. Showing off one of his prizes.
Yeah, he won iPod Shuffle.
First generation. Improving awesomeness. Go ahead, Josh.
You might say, Mr. Norris, Mr. Bacon, you guys have succeeded so much. Where are you going to go from here?
You might not have any answers, but we do.
We're going to go to the next level. Not 88%, not 89%, but we're going to shoot for a 90% pass rate next year, 2016.
We're done with the 80s. It's time for those 90s.
We did a lot of research into this, and we figured the best way to increase test scores is by creating an 8th day of the week. We figure extra day, extra hours, extra time to study. Now we're still working on the wording of the 8th day of the week. We don't have a name for it quite yet. We're starting to form a committee, looking for some feedback from you guys. So by the time it's all said and done, we should have that day named by about 2018. So
And we do realize that we're going to have to totally revamp calendars and might even have to segregate ourselves as our own city-state, being that we're going to have a totally different calendar year than the rest of the nation. But it will happen and it will be successful.
Fair enough. Along with the 8th day per week, we're going to need more administrative oversight. We feel like we're good, but we're not good enough unless there are lots of people watching us telling us what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we would like more administrators to help us be better teachers.
Yeah, the more looming, the better in my eyes.
Okay, we have one final slide. Mr. Norris, I thought I was going to be able to handle this, but I think you're going to have to take it. It's too close to my heart.
I can't even look at her picture.
It was like yesterday.
Yeah. Kirsten Coronado was a dear member of our team. She had been struggling with addiction for the last couple of months, and you know, she'd been going to AA meetings, Administrators Anonymous, and you know, addiction overcame her. So what we say is, you know, farewell, and we bid you adieu and thank you for everything that you've done for us, and we wish you the best of luck.
You've always been in our hearts, Mr. Coronado.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for your time.
Enjoy your day. Appreciate it.